We asked Destiny, have you ever had sexual contact with your mother's boyfriend, Philando? She answered no. She did not tell the truth.
I told you, you little bitch. I was telling the truth now, what, hoe? Come get you some, both of y'all.
What?
Now, I knew it. I knew it. You the lying ass little bitch.
We asked Destiny. We asked Destiny.
Wait, I got both of you.
Listen. Listen.
No. No. Oh, hell. Bitch.
I'm all right.
Come with me.
I'm sorry.
Steve, come with me.
I'm sorry, Steve.
You going to jail now?
Shut up. And then she went down on me. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I bring it back off.
Okay. But let's do me a favor. Let's not throw anything else, okay?
I'm crazy though.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Please don't throw anything.
But I know she did it.
Okay.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm crazy though.
Bring it down.
This is my payback. That's my payback. Really?
I did not sleep with him.
14 years on Cherry Springer, never got hit by anything.
I did not sleep with him.
All right, I hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Tapazino, listen to the next question. Listen.
I'm saying, don't push me no more.
Listen to the next question. Nobody will have to push anybody if you don't go charging across the stage, okay?
She is the main
okay,
problem.
listen to the question.
I'm shut it up.
Listen,
I ain't gonna do
listen
that,
to the
but
question.
shut up. Sorry. I don't even know. I want to hear the rest.
Have you
I
ever...
don't even want to hear the rest.
On that, man. If they did, you left from there. From there. From there. If they did,
You left from there.
Okay.
Sorry ass wank. Bitch, go rehab. Crack ass. And I raised all your kids.
Okay, she's gone now. Have you ever had sexual intercourse with your mother's boyfriend, Philando? She answered no. She did not tell the truth.
Yeah, bitch. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, but I'm psycho though, huh? Really?
Hold on, Destiny. Destiny, come on, man.
Come on, bring her back.
Come on.
Bring her back. Come on.
Okay.
Bring her back. Bring her back. Grab her. Don't let her go.
I love her. I want us to be close like we always have been. It's just that I don't have trust for her. I believe that my daughter Haley is trying to kill me for life insurance and property. We've always been very close, and I was a single mom from the time she was 3 years old. I just can't imagine right now why someone would even want to do that to anyone, much less their mom, who sacrificed so much for her. I have suspected that she's tried to poison my food and drink because I've tasted bitterness in them after I've left them in the room alone with her. One incident in particular, I was at her house and I left a drink sitting in her living room with her. No one else was there. Went to the restroom, came back, and that drink was so bitter that I couldn't drink it. I end up getting nauseous, I end up having a really bad headache, I have heart palpitations, and I sweat, and then my face turns really red, and I have rashes break out on me. I have asked Haley about this multiple times, and she denies every time, and then calls me crazy. In my refrigerator at my house, I have a bottle of steak sauce that was a brand new bottle. I'd put it in the door of the refrigerator, and I noticed that it had been moved from the area I put it in, and then when I opened it, the seal had been broken, and it had a very, very, very bitter taste. So I just kept it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna get online and order some kind of test kit to see if this has cyanide, because it had that bitter smell and almond taste. I tested the steak sauce, and it was positive for cyanide. Back in December, I spent the night with Haley, brought my own shampoo and things with me, So I took a shower, everything was fine. So the next day I went to use that shampoo. The shampoo was bitter, burning my skin. It had a bitter smell and made some of my hair fall out, was itching me. It was just awful. I think that it was one of Haley's friends, really under her direction, put the cyanide in the shampoo. I also think that Haley is sending people to my home to do things, because there have been multiple times where people have entered my property. My doors have been damaged, my back door damaged so bad that it has to be tied to stay closed. I want her to take a polygraph lie detector for this, to give me peace of mind and to stop the strain that it's putting on our relationship. I want to clear this, to know that my child wouldn't do something so heinous to me. I have done everything to protect her, and she's not doing the same back to me.
I can't understand why she would think that in the first place, or why she would even think that me, the one that she raised, would try to kill her.
Are you trying to kill your mother?
No.
No.
No, there's no, not at all. I'm not a monster at all. I wouldn't kill anyone.
I mean, your mother thinks it's because some life insurance and some property with some mineral rights, or...
Yeah, I'm not, as far as I know, she changed the life insurance. The property's like 23 acres. She says it's worth a lot. That's material things.
Right.
That's not time I can get back with being with my mother.
Right. And how long has she been accusing you?
About 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah. I'll drink the drinks with her. If she thinks I've put stuff in, like her tea or something, I'll be like, I'll drink it, you know.
And to show her, hey, I didn't
Yeah,
put anything
like,
in the
hey,
drink.
I didn't put anything, or food, or whichever.
What did she accuse you of doing to her lasagna?
She bought the ingredients to make lasagna. She brought all of it over to my house. I have a decently sized bigger kitchen than hers, so she brought it over there to cook it, and we were gonna eat it there. And she put all the ingredients in the refrigerator. She went outside to do something. And when she got the food out to start preparing it, she takes the sour cream and the cottage cheese, and she's like, "These have this seal looks like there's pinholes in it." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like there's pinholes in it, like I took a needle and actually injected poison in these ingredients.
And then I guess she pours out beverages right in front of you?
Yeah. I was going to get my nails done one day. I was getting dressed. She was in my kitchen. She made a gallon of tea. She put it outside my laundry room while I was getting dressed. I was out there talking to my friend right before we left, and she comes outside, and she goes, "Where are the cameras?" I was like, "What are you talking about? You know, what?" She walks in my laundry room, grabs the gallon of tea, opens the lid, and just dashes it out. I'm like, she said, "That's the problem." Goes back in, slams my door. And I was like, okay, you know.
So with this all going on, how is the relationship with your mother?
I mean, I love my mom. Yeah. I do. And we have a lot of fun together. We'll sit.
When you're not trying to kill her.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I mean, we'll sit, we'll watch movies together. It all takes a turn, really, when we're in the same room and say she has to use the restroom, or she goes to take her dog out.
And then something.
She comes back and it's like a light switch is flipped. I've automatically touched her drink.
You did something.
Yeah.
Now, she thinks that you're putting cyanide, either that you did or you instructed one of your friends to put cyanide in the shampoo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We went to Walmart to get a few things. She buys her own snacks to stay at my house most of the time. So we went to Walmart, and my friend had called me while we were at Walmart. Then when we got back to my house, she spent the night. The next day, she takes a shower. She comes out, and she's like, this is burning my face. My head's burning. My face is burning. When it went down my face, I could taste it. It tasted bitter. Did you do something to it? And I was like, no. I haven't even been in there. And it just, did you have someone to come do it? She said. And I said, no, the only place we've been is to Walmart. Yeah, but so-and-so was here. I was like, yeah, she was here. She did come there.
And somehow she thinks that you're connected to strangers entering her home.
I have acquaintances with people she's hired to do things to her home. And I would never send someone in her house to actually try to scare her or do anything to her.
And you mentioned the life insurance policy. Has she changed her life insurance policy?
We had an altercation together, and she told me that she kind of got angry with me. She was like, I don't know why you would even be doing this. I changed all my life insurance. None of it even goes to you. And as far as I know, yeah, she has.
But I understand she hasn't changed the will.
Yeah, that's just land.
So you would inherit her property.
That's what, yeah.
Which she thinks, which in your mother's eyes is worth a lot because of the minerals on the property and everything else.
That's what she says, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that you are trying to kill me by poisoning me with cyanide.
Why?
Because when I've left drinks in your present, like my soda or my tea, they've tasted bitter. And I've left food, like my cottage cheese that I was making stuff with at your house, in your refrigerator. And you couldn't press it and make the seal come up with the air in it. It was just spewed out. And it was just bitter tasting. And just sometimes the way you act and things that you've said to me, like you actually made the comment to me, and you say you don't remember it, but you said, why won't you die?
No, I didn't.
You did say that to me.
No. I told you when you brought that up, I didn't say that. You know I didn't say that.
You did say that to me.
I may have said something out of anger, but you know I wouldn't wish you to die. I don't understand why you think I'm such a monster. Why you think I'm such a monster, and why you think I try to actually commit murder.
So Beverly, you do believe that your daughter is trying to kill you?
Yes, I do.
You really believe that?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it's cyanide?
I've done research on what cyanide does, and as a nurse, I've seen some things where people have been poisoned with cyanide, and cyanide has a very bitter almond taste and smell, and that's exactly what I have tasted.
Could it be, because some of the symptoms you tell me, and I wonder, especially women your age, could it be menopause that are causing some of these things?
Very well could be menopause causing some of these things.
Especially like the hair and...
But I've also gone to the doctor, and last year I had a uterine ablation, which changes a lot of that and helps out with that hormone effect on your body.
It's like you were a wonderful mother to you growing up, right? Why in the world would she want to kill you?
The only thing that I can think of is money. I mean, I have life insurance.
But you took her out of it, right?
Which I took her out.
What about your will?
My will still has her as of right now.
Inheriting your property.
And I didn't even know that.
And it does still have her
But
to
I'm saying,
inherit my
do
property.
you believe that she wants to kill you to take over your property? A piece of land.
Yes.
She'd kill her mother for 23 acres.
23 acres with probable minerals on it.
Well,
that are worth a significant amount of money.
Which hasn't been checked and actually proven.
Right.
okay. So we don't even know if there would be minerals that are worth any kind of value, right? There's no proof of it, right?
Right.
So she would kill you on the off chance that there are minerals on the property?
And even the property is, even if it didn't have minerals, is worth a significant amount of money.
Think a lot of us, we all have parents, my mother lives in Florida, she's got a house. I'm not going to kill her for it.
Right.
Like it's worth losing that time with your parent.
Right.
Just for a material
And do you think, let me ask you this, do you think she could do that?
I didn't raise her to do that. I didn't raise you to do that.
What if she passes her lie detector test?
It will be such a relief.
You'll believe that she's not trying to kill you?
Yes, because I know that they're accurate.
Okay.
I believe that.
Okay. So we broke Haley's lie detector test into 3 parts: trespassing, shampoo poisoning, and then food and beverage poisoning. And we start off asking Haley, do you know who is entering your mother's home without permission? She answered no. She told the truth. Have you ever put toxic chemicals in your mother's shampoo? She answered no. She told the truth. Poisoning your food and beverage. We asked Haley, have you ever poisoned your mother? She answered no. Have you ever put cyanide in your mother's food? She answered no. Have you ever put cyanide in your mother's beverage? She answered no. Do you know if anyone has poisoned your mother? She answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 4 questions, and it came back that Haley told the truth.
Thank you, Steve.
And you know, Beverly, I can't imagine the mental torture that you must have been going through, believing that your own child was trying to kill you. But also think about what the child's feeling, because I know how I felt about my parents, and I'm sure she loves you immensely. She knows what you did, raising her as a single mother. She must love you so much. But then to be thinking, my mother thinks I'm trying to kill her.
I know.
How much pain that has to cause her. I would really encourage you to go and talk with somebody and get to the bottom of why you're feeling this way, okay? I definitely would not just have this be the end of it, okay?
It's not.
Because to help this relationship, you
Yes.
really need
Yes, I
some
know.
kind of help.
We
All right,
do.
thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
I've been with my husband for 28 years. I love my husband. We have 2 lovely kids. We have 5 dogs. I love my family, but this situation is creating a lot of chaos in our house. I know Mark is cheating with this other woman, and I know she's poisoning me. I've had whiskey in my garage, and when I've drank in it, I've gotten sick to my stomach. I've noticed white cloudiness in the bottom of my bottles, and I think that's what the poison is. We've had issues in the past, so every time I feel that something's going on, I put a recording in his truck, and then I listen to it. And if I get a suspicion, I repeat record and listen. And I spent hours and hours listening to these recordings. I can hear him talking to somebody else. I can hear another female. Her saying things, she wants to kill me, she wants to kill my dog. In a recording, he had asked her, how many times have you poisoned my wife? 3, 4, 5 times. And she said 9 times. I went online to get poison test kits so that before I would drink my alcohol at home, I would test it. This poison test kit did find toxic ingredients in my drink that should not be there. The test kit showed it had barbiturates, THC, and antihistamines. The worst part is she told him that she had poisoned the dog. I love my dogs. I am a dog mom. I love my dogs as much as my children. One night I came home from work and my dog lady had thrown up all over my living room. It didn't make sense to me until I've gone through the recordings and I've heard her say she wanted to kill my dog a couple times. In another recording, I heard her say that she meant to put a pill in my alcohol, but she dropped it and my dog gulped it up. I've even heard her say she wants me out of the way and out of the house so that she can have everything that I own. She had said that he promised the boat to her if I left it. She thinks that that boat's hers. I know he's cheating because one day he came home with a scratch on his ass. He told me his dog Loki must have scratched him. And then 6 months later, I asked him about it again. And he said, why would I say my dog scratched me? Right there, I pretty much knew that something's going on he doesn't want me to know. My husband is a great man. He's a great provider. He's a great husband. He's a great father. But he's an excellent compulsive liar. He will never tell the truth unless he's caught. I want him tested because I need to know if he's cheating. I need to know if I'm being poisoned. I need to know if my dog's been poisoned. If he fails, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I love him. I've been through this before and I've forgiven him. But I have a very hard time trusting him because of past infidelities. I wish that he would pass, but I don't think he's gonna pass.
Mark, when you hear your wife saying all that, how do you feel?
It hurts. It hurts a lot. I love that woman. I love her family. I love her dogs. It just really hurts.
Why do you think she thinks that you're poisoning her?
I haven't got any idea. My family means everything to me. It's always meant everything to me. Just the accusations, they're unbelievable. They hurt so bad. I would never hurt Bonnie. I would never let anybody hurt Bonnie or my family.
You ever put anything in her food or drink? She says she has recordings of you and a woman discussing you poisoning your wife.
I have no idea what she has on that recording. She will never let me listen to it.
Oh, so you haven't heard the recording?
Never.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I have no girlfriend. I have a wife who I love very, very much.
So you never cheated on her?
I can't say that. In our past, yeah, we've been married for 28 years. We've gone through some things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why'd you do that?
Ego, absolutely ego. You know, it was stupid, but we came through that.
How many times?
Probably like 3.
3 different times or 3 different
Yeah,
women?
3 different women.
When was the last time you cheated?
It has to be over 5 years ago.
Okay, so you say, hey, I'm going to stop. Because when you do this, you hurt your wife tremendously, right?
It's not just hurting my wife, but it hurts my family. It hurts everything.
Kids, everybody, right?
And I don't want anybody to go through that. Not for my stupidity.
Now, Bonnie says she heard on this recording you talking to this woman that the woman has poisoned her 9 times. Do you know of woman poisoning your wife?
No, I don't. And it's just not. The whole recording thing, I don't even get. People don't come out to my truck. They're not at my vehicle. We don't hang around my vehicle. I park. I go into work. I'll eat my lunch in my vehicle. I'm alone. She's been to my work. She has seen me alone at my job. I don't know what she has or where she comes up with it. I don't.
Well, she said she put a recorder in your
I
car.
know, and I was aware of it. And
you knew that it was in there?
I've known for months. So it's like, do you really think I would do all this?
You ever had her tested for poison?
Have I had her tested? No.
Why not?
Well,
wouldn't that help you?
Yes, it would. And when I have said that, hey, let's go to the police, let's go to the hospital, it's always pushed.
So she's never went and got tested for being
not with me, and anytime I've offered it.
She thinks that you're also poisoning the dog.
I love the dog as much as I love my own dog that she gave me. I would never do any.
The dog died?
No.
Mark, I know I'm being poisoned somehow, some way, and I know that you know about it.
Bonnie, you know you're not. I know you know you're not.
No, I was sick for months until I stopped drinking at home.
Bonnie, you know you're not. Look, I don't know why you think these things.
You know why I think
but
these things.
No, I don't. I swore to you, I promised you. And all this just came about out of nowhere. You totally blindsided me with everything.
You just blindsided me back there with the dog scratch thing. He just asked you.
Bonnie,
Did Loki scratch your ass or did Loki not scratch your ass?
Bonnie, I said that's probably how it happened, okay?
Do you really believe that your husband is trying to poison you?
I don't believe he is. I believe he has knowledge of somebody else.
So if he knows that, he's just as guilty,
He should have told
right?
me.
I mean, if somebody's poisoning you, they could kill you.
Yeah, he
And if
should've
he
told-
knows that, he's just as guilty, right? I mean, my God, if my wife knew somebody was trying to poison me and didn't say anything, I'd be just as pissed at her, right?
Yeah.
Now, you've been married a long time, and you have children, and on the tape you describe him as a good father, good provider, everything else, but just lies all the time. Why would he allow you to be poisoned and maybe possibly lose your life?
I don't believe that he allowed it. I believe that he didn't have knowledge of it until he was told about it.
Well, why wouldn't he say to you, hey, man, we better go to the police?
Because he didn't want me to put somebody in prison or in jail.
I offered to take you up to the police station, and you told me no.
How many drinks did we have at that night? You
I
had to
don't
drive?
care. I would have waited till I was still. Bonnie, I've protected you since the day I met you. And no, I made mistakes emotionally and I know it. But I never let anybody hurt you. You know that. In your heart, you absolutely know that.
In my heart.
Okay, so 2 parts. One about poisoning your wife, and then one about poisoning your dog. We'll do the wife first. Have you ever had any discussion with the woman Bonnie suspects about wanting your wife poisoned? You answered no. Do you know for sure if the woman Bonnie suspects has ever attempted to poison your wife? You answered no. Did you participate in any way with the woman Bonnie suspects in her possible attempt to poison your wife? You answered no. Did you at any time ever attempt to poison your wife, Bonnie? You answered no. Did you place any THC, barbiturates, or antihistamines in your wife Bonnie's whiskey? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Mark told the truth.
I told you.
That's a big one.
That is.
You gotta believe in me.
Then we went on to ask Mark about poisoning the dog.
I'm sorry.
Do you know for sure if a pill meant for your wife Bonnie was dropped on any floor by the woman your wife suspects and swallowed by your dog Lady? He answered no. Do you know for sure if the woman your wife suspects was attempting to poison your wife, Bonnie, but accidentally poisoned your dog Lady? He answered no. Results came back the same to each of those 2 questions, and it came back that Mark told the truth. Mark, are you cheating? Since getting back together with Bonnie in 2019, have you engaged in any sexual intercourse with any other woman besides Bonnie? You answered no. Since getting back together with Bonnie in 2019, have you engaged in any physical sexual activities with any other woman besides Bonnie? You answered no. Have you ever at any time engaged in sexual intercourse with the woman your wife suspects? You answered no. Have you ever at any time engaged in physical sexual activities with the woman your wife suspects? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Mark told the truth.
I told you.
2019.
Bonnie, I told you.
I don't know
got no
about
choice but to-
recording what you have, but listen. This
No, I
is
have a text message.
okay. But the point
Or
is,
email message.
has he had actual sex or sexual activities? You might have an email that might be inappropriate, but as far as him actually having physical activity, sexual physical activity, or sexual intercourse, he didn't do that.
I told you. That's the whole point of being here.
Okay, hold on a second. If you're never going to trust him, I know you love him, and I know he loves you, but if you're never going to trust him, and maybe he's not a trustworthy guy, maybe he hasn't had intercourse, maybe he hasn't had any sexual activity, but maybe you did see something that's inappropriate after you got back together. Like, oh, honey, I'm never going to cheat on you again, and, you know, I'm always going to be faithful to you. And then you see an inappropriate text saying something, well, then maybe he's never going to change. Maybe he's always on the prowl. Maybe he's always going to be appropriate. So my question to you is then, why do you stay?
You know better.
I mean, most women are really happy with these results, or a man, if they suspect their spouse is cheating. You seem very, very miserable right now.
She thinks I beat the system.
Well, I don't believe that because we catch people who try to beat the system.
I told her I'm not that smart, okay? It's not that
And
I'm
you know
done,
what,
but
Mark?
I'm just not.
I actually believe you.
Thanks.
I understand sometimes people can't go on. But then you gotta say, this, I gotta be happy, I'm not happy with you. Are you gonna try to make it work with him?
We're gonna have to discuss things, I guess.
All right, well, good luck to you. Glad you're not being poisoned.
I suspect she cheated because she done cheated on me in the past. I actually found out that she cheated on me through a girl that wanted to give me some revenge sex. Yeah, this girl actually texted me, basically was throwing herself on me because she wanted to give me something, which is sex, because my girlfriend done gave her boyfriend sex. I feel like Jasmine cheated on me again because it's like so much funny stuff been happening. Cheating on me with the neighbors, family members, friends, her family. I also think Jasmine been drugging me because one time she gave me this chicken and rice. You know I love chicken and rice, and I'm not going to think about it when I'm going to dig into it. I'm enjoying the meal, and as I'm eating the food, I get full, and then out of nowhere, I'm getting tired. And I wake up the next day, it's like, I didn't even remember going to sleep, you know? I feel like Jasmine is drugging me up so she can leave out the house or even bring guys into the house. What hurts me the most is, I feel like she's stealing my money and my weed. That's a big issue because I love my money and I love smoking. I know the dog's not smoking my weed, so it's only 1 + 1 will always equal 2. And things is not adding up. You don't have to steal my weed.
I mean, Steve, there's no truth to none of these accusations. I mean, he's really delusional, as you can see.
So, how long have you been together?
Well, today's actually our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, 1 year anniversary.
Yes.
Why does he have in your head that you're cheating with all these other men, neighbors, friends, family members?
Well, because we took a trip to Florida a couple months ago with my best friend. So, you know, we went out, we went to go have a couple drinks. You know, we was getting lit, turned up. He didn't want to go with me, but I wound up getting too drunk. And, you know, I had a one-night stand with somebody that I won't even look at again right now.
So how did he find out about that?
The girl that showed the message in the video, she's the one that told him, and that's my best friend cousin. So now it's just all in his
And
head.
what do you put in this chicken and rice to knock him out?
Seasoning and oil. What else?
And you don't steal his clothes, you don't steal his money,
Absolutely not.
and you steal his weed.
Come on now.
Come on, that one, give me a yes.
No. We smoke so much weed, you won't even remember. It's just like all these
Do
allegations.
you smoke a lot of weed?
We smoke a lot of weed.
Do you know I've never taken a puff of marijuana?
You don't know what you're missing, Steve. This is all in your head. Everybody that told you, family and friends and all, you know I'm not doing that to you. I love you, I want to be with you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing all this to show you that I really love you.
I feel like you drugging me to either leave out the house and go get your groove on or to bring the groove into the home.
You think she steals your clothes, right?
2 of my favorite hoodies, oh yeah, and the 5 shirts randomly just disappeared.
Well, you think she's stealing your clothes and then wearing them?
No, I think she's taking my clothes and handing it off to someone, some guy.
Or you think she steals your money?
Yes.
Tamal, you took a lie detector test and we asked you, since you've been together with Jasmine, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females? He answered no. Since you've been together with Jasmine, have you had sexual intercourse with any females besides her? He answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 2 questions, and it came back that Tamal told the truth.
Oh, baby,
Told
I
you,
know you
look.
We asked Jasmine, have you ever had sex with any of Tamal's family members? She answered no. Have you ever had sex with any of Tamel's friends? She answered no. Since you got back together in August, which is last month, have you had sexual intercourse with any man other than Tamel? She answered no. Since you got back together in August, have you had sexual contact with any man other than Tamel? She answered no. Have you ever stolen Tamel's clothing? She answered no. Have you ever stolen money from Tamel? She answered no. Have you ever stolen weed from Tamel? I can't even imagine there's weed laying around to steal. You guys smoke. She answered no. Have you ever drugged Tamel? She answered no. All the answers, well, they came back that Jasmine told the truth.
Huh? What happened? What you said? Oh, I saw me though. Me though. I drugged you? Come on now, baby. Don't play with me like that. Give me a kiss. Happy anniversary. I love you too.
Let's go get some chicken and rice.
Yo,
What are you doing?
hopefully I'm on the right knee, but
Are you for real, Tamel?
You're on your left knee.
when you...
Are you for real?
Hold up, let me get this right. Let me get this.
Tamel, you playing right now.
Dead serious. Will you marry me?
Of course I will.
No, this one.
Oh my God. I'm about to get married.
I apologize.
Oh, it's okay, Daddy. I love you. Let's go get high.
Guys,
Did this relationship last or did it go up in smoke? Let's find out. So, what is going on?
Hey,
hey Steve, what's going on, man? I'm there.
How you doing? How's the wife?
Are you still engaged?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, you know that.
When you were on the show, when you got back, did she make you chicken and rice?
Oh my God, Steve! I try to stay away from the chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing. Of course, I actually had chicken and rice about 2 days ago.
And did
it
you
was good.
pass out immediately after eating it?
No, I was sniffing it a little bit, making sure it wasn't no. You know?
What's the weed consumption level at right now?
It's the same and better.
Up and away. This is going up from here. Basically, we've been sharing. Nothing's coming up missing. Every point in
So
green is still there.
you trust her now?
I wouldn't say all that, but we getting there.
Yeah.
We basically.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she did just cheat a few months ago. But you guys, listen, you guys love each other, right?
Yes.
And you can look at each other and say, I'm never gonna be with anybody ever again.
Absolutely.
Look at me then.
I love you, baby. You know what's up.
But you gotta say how you said it. I love you, and I'm not gonna look and be with anybody.
I said
again.
it. You heard what I said. It's me and you till the casket drop. It ain't none of that.
I mean, Tamel, you're young too, but Jasmine, you're really young.
I mean, your age really doesn't define what you want in your life. When you're content and you sure that this is what you want, this is something that you want to do, nothing else can't take your mind away from that. Okay. I know I'm young, but I have goals and I have things that I want for myself. I don't have kids. I don't have anything like that going on right now, but I want to build that with him.
Yeah, and you know you want to be with him.
He makes me a better me.
Okay.
He makes me want to be able to get through life. Like
now, since you were on the show and you passed the lie detector test, has he accused you of anything anymore? You know.
Sometimes he'll try to throw a little allegation here and there, but you know, I just got to go to YouTube and put the show on real quick just to remind him of the results because the results don't lie. I passed my test with flying colors.
Because, you know, when you were here, he said, you know, you were drugging his food, you were cheating with his family, cheating with your own family.
Oh, my God.
You were cheating with neighbors and friends, stealing clothing. You were stealing his clothes and giving it to other men, stealing his money, his weed. So does he accuse you of any of that anymore?
He doesn't accuse me of anything like that. I mean, he is like a little bit jealous because, you know, he don't want nobody trying to be all up on his chocolate thing. You are jealous, so you are a little jealous.
Me personally, I watched your show, Steve, I watched your show about 100 times. I look like a clown cake on the show. I really do.
Just 100 times you've seen the show, that's all?
Probably 110.
Oh, the one you were on. Now, you say you were a clamshell. What does that mean you were a clamshell?
No, A clown cake. I said I looked like a clown cake. Meaning I look like somebody that's not myself. I didn't look like the stand-up dude that I know I am. I look like a dude that was lost and like just so vulnerable. But me personally, me seeing that, I told myself I will never ever go through that again. And plus, I just feel like I just gotta put some trust into the relationship and into Jasmine because she passed the test. So it's only right, regardless of where my mind take me or the negative people around, I have to go with the results.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, man. You too, Steve, man.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having us.
Steve, I'm 16 years old and I called your show because I don't want anything to do with my mom. She has abused me for years. When I was 3 years old, she would have me smoke weed. She would put the bowl up to my mouth and tell me to breathe in. When I was 7 years old, she tried to poison me. The hospital had confirmed that I was poisoned. When the police came by my house, they found a car fluid can in a sock and a toilet paper roll at the bottom of our garbage. When I was 12 years old, my mom made a homemade tattoo gun and used it on me, and she used it on all of her friends who were on drugs. My whole freshman year, my mom would give me pills every day before school. She would put it in my food. She would punch me, drag me down the hall by my hair, slap me, push me down. You ruined my life. You got me addicted to pills and smoking weed all the time. Once you fail this lie detector test today, I want you to sign over your rights to me and I never want to see you again.
She is sat there lying about everything. I have never sat there and tried to poison my daughter. My roommate did, and the cops did.
Your roommate tried to poison your daughter?
My ex-roommate tried poisoning her. I did take her to the hospital, and they, you know, right when she was puking up blood, they found out, and we had the cops come to the house, and they found the product. They arrested the girl and everything. It was a.
Why did they try to poison your daughter?
It was, from what I heard, it was a gang initiation.
You had a gang member living with you?
I didn't know she was a gang member.
How old was your daughter at the time?
She was about 8, 9 years old.
What about all the other allegations that your daughter makes against you?
My daughter is a liar. Like I said, I have never abused my daughter. I have sat there and pinned her up against the wall when she lost her virginity to an adult man, snuck out of the house when she was 14 years old at 3 o'clock in the morning, and she went and lost her virginity. And yes, I am gonna sit there and, you know, right when she came in, I pinned her up against the wall. What the hell is your problem? What parent wouldn't do that?
I agree. You ever choke your daughter?
No, I didn't.
You ever pull her hair?
No, I didn't.
You ever call her a whore?
No.
Ever call her a slut?
No, I said that she was being slutty by going and getting divergenized.
You ever call her a bitch?
I have, yes.
Oh, that's nice. Call your daughter. You're a bitch.
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh, you describe it then.
She sat there and she was cussing me out, and I said, you know what? You need to quit being a bitch.
Call her fat?
No.
Never called her
She's
fat?
not fat.
No, this is what
If
your
you've
daughter
seen
has
her,
told
you'd
us.
know.
Let's bring her out and see what she has to say.
It's not funny to me either.
You ruined my life. You
I
were
never
never
in
there
your
for
life.
me.
You're a liar, and I'm
a
sick and
liar?
tired of it. You said I didn't that I poisoned you.
Yes.
You know who poisoned you, straight up, and I'm sick and tired of your lies. And until you can get straight, I don't want you back.
You took me straight to the hospital. You let me lay there on the floor with the
You're
cops
a liar.
for a day and a half. The neighbor came by.
Your aunt's here, and she's been
Yes.
helping with you?
Yes.
And you said she's been a good role model for
Yes.
you? Let's bring her out.
Who took care of both your daughters when you were in a one-bedroom trailer?
I supported you.
When you
I
were-
sat there,
Don't swear.
gave you
Don't
money,
swear.
bought food, everything.
When?
Don't
No.
even go there.
When? You bought
Don't
me
even
food.
go
I
there.
bought their school clothes. I bought their Christmas. What about Christmas? When you were making your little pot
Don't go there.
brownies and I was
Everything
buying their
else, don't go
freaking
there.
Christmas presents? You
You
had
did
money.
not buy their Christmas presents.
Oh, who bought your Christmas presents? What'd your mom buy you?
Nothing.
What'd she have? She had pot brownies for everybody,
For
but not one gift
everybody.
for her child.
All right,
Penny.
let's get to the lie detector results.
You're freaking loaded. Yeah. You're loaded right now. You're loaded. going at it.
Loaded.
No,
Penny.
I'm not. You can't even stay. You can't even stay off drugs one day for her to come on this show.
Really? Then
Look at
why
you.
did I get high
Look at
today?
you.
I
Why
didn't
do you
get
get
high
high
today.
all the time? If you want to do that, go ahead. Let me have her. Let me take.
You just want her because you want money, bitch.
No, that's why you want her.
No.
I've been taking care of her without anybody.
I told her when she goes down, I don't want no money because I'm not going to get in trouble.
That's why you collected money for the last 4 months and what first
No,
been
I
calling
have
me
not.
trying to turn your ass in?
You know what? I have not. I will even sit there.
Yeah.
I will tell the lie detector.
Wait,
I have not
does she
been
look
collecting
disabled
welfare.
to anybody? Does she look disabled?
No.
Thank you. She's on disability.
Let's get to these lie detector results.
Okay, let's go. You're gonna all say it right there.
Oh, Lord. Haley, you took a lie detector test before the show, and you were asked, did your mother tell you to smoke marijuana when you were very young? You answered yes. Did you smoke marijuana together with your mother more than 10 times? You answered yes. Did your mother ever punch you? You answered yes. Did your mother ever choke you? You answered yes. Did your mother threaten you not to tell anyone about the abuses that you were suffering? You answered yes. Did your mother frequently give you a psychiatric drug that was not prescribed to you by a doctor? You answered yes. And the results for Haley's lie detector test is that she told the truth.
Thank you. Right. There you go. There you go. I believe you're right. There you go, Penny. Right there. Right there. Thank you.
Where's my check?
That's right.
That's right. That's what's going to happen.
They said if you realize it doesn't matter.
It's a lie detector test. Hello. The truth.
Where's my test? Hello?
The one thing you've been calling your daughter throughout the whole show is that she's a liar. And she just passed her lie detector test with flying colors.
The guy explained to me about the lie detector test. If there's a part of your memory, you think something's happened, it's gonna sit there and it's gonna say.
He said if you cannot, even if you believe your
like
lies.
that?
Do you see what we're dealing
Did he
with?
say it just like that?
Do you see what we're dealing with? She is unstable, crazy.
And then you just got your baby from the
taking care
hospital
of your
3
kids?
days ago.
Who's been taking care of
and
your
then
kids?
You
Who's been taking
left to
care of
take
your
off.
kids?
You left baby.
Who's been taking care of your Who's been taking care of your daughter? I've been taking care of your daughter on and off for the last 4 years.
Stop. This is the moment everybody's been
I'm
waiting
calling
for.
CPS.
Do you want the results for your lie detector
Yes.
test? Okay. You were asked before the show on the lie detector test, did you ever tell your young daughter, Haley, to smoke marijuana from a bowl? You answered no. Did you and Haley smoke marijuana more than 2 times together?
yeah.
You answered no. Have you ever physically abused Haley? You answered no. Did you ever threaten Haley to keep quiet about the abuse? You answered no. Did you give your daughter pills that were not approved by a doctor for her? You answered no. Was it you who poisoned Haley by use of an automotive liquid? You answered no. And the results for your lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth. You come on the show, she passes her lie detector test, you fail it, but you know what? Is it really a shocking surprise that you failed? You admit giving your daughter drugs, you admit tattooing your minor daughter, you admit that you give her prescription pills, so it's like, what was there to fail?
Well, I don't know why I failed.
You're a bad mother.
Whatever.
You're a terrible role model.
I think that your lie detector test is a lie, and you're just trying to pull this as a little game.
You let things happen. You did things to your daughter. You have done nothing for your daughter. Get the hell off my stage! Fortunately for you, you're 16 years old. You seem like a strong, brave young lady. You got your head on straight. You got an aunt that cares about you. You wanted your story told. Today it was told. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope this really helped you. In 2013, Susan was engaged to John, but John was a busy man because he was also dating Sandra. And after John allegedly crashed Susan's car and fell into a coma for nearly a week, he awoke and claimed that Sandra was the one who wrecked the car and she poisoned him. Take a look at a clip.
I'm here because I believe my ex-girlfriend poisoned me and stole my girlfriend's car and wrecked it, and I'm here today to find out the truth. I told my ex, Sandra, that I wanted to slow things down because I wanted to be with my fiancée, Susan. Then she told me that she should kill me and that I should die a slow, painful death. I never thought that she was capable of doing anything like this. The night of the accident, I don't remember everything that happened, but I know I didn't drive that car that night, and I know I didn't wreck that car. I have no recollection of that. That night, I had been drinking. I was told that I smoked marijuana that night. I was told that me and Sandra had got into a fight that night. She had hit me in the head. I was told I slapped her. I remember going to sleep. You know, next thing I know, I'm waking up out of a coma. I was in a coma for 5 to 7 days. I was told by the doctor that they found signs I was drugged with some type of synthetic drug, and it was done over time. The only one that was close enough to me that could have done this consistently is Sandra. I think it could have been put in food, it could have been put in my drink. I believe, honestly, she wrecked that car because she went back to where the crash site was, gathered the pieces from the car, brought them back to where the car was, and told the police that I was the driver of the car. Sandra told me if she couldn't have me, Susan wouldn't either, or nobody else.
Do you believe that his ex was drugging him with, what did he say, synthetic drugs?
They found some sort of synthetic drug in his system, but we haven't received the medical records, so I don't really know what it was.
Could those synthetic drugs have been, willingly ingested?
They could have been, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me the story.
I went to the police station and asked them, I said, do you have any answers? Because by then a week had passed, I figured they knew what had happened by then. They told me that John was driving the car. And I said, well, what proof do you have? This was a hit and run accident, 2 o'clock in the morning, nobody's seen anything. And they told me that he had a ruptured spleen. I think that night there was a bunch of people in the apartment, including Sandra. I think she drugged him either that night or over time. And I think he passed out from the drug.
You think she drugged him without him knowing?
Yes.
And then she went in the car and wrecked the car?
Yes, I believe she stole the keys, took my car, wrecked it, because the accident happened back behind her daughter.
And she did it because she was mad that John was with you?
Yes.
You lying and you know you lying.
You better get away from me. I don't believe you got me all the way from where I live at out here telling these people lies like that. And you know deep down inside of you, you're lying.
I came on this show for one reason, to get the truth.
No.
You told me that
you
hope
lying.
I die
you
a
can't
slow
even look at me. You lying.
And then I wake up from a coma 2 weeks later.
You know deep
and
down
you the
inside
only
of you.
one
you
that was close
lying.
enough to me
you
that could have slipped
lying.
me some type of drug
This is
consistently.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Is it possible that, though, you were drinking that night?
I did drink that night.
You were drinking some alcohol, right?
I did have something to drink that
night. And you smoked some marijuana that day?
I think I smoked a blunt that night with her.
Right.
I don't remember. I've been in a coma, so I don't remember everything, so I'm not going to make nothing up.
Right.
I'm going to keep it 100 with you.
Okay. So we asked Sandra, did you ever poison John? She said no. Did you drive Susan's car on the night of the accident? Sandra said no. Did you and John break up prior to the car accident? She said no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that you told the truth. Is it possible that you drugged you?
No.
Yes.
We asked you, did you drive and wreck Susan's car on the night of the accident? You said no. We asked you, did you fabricate a story about Sandra poisoning you to cover up wrecking Susan's car? You said no. And the results for your lie detector test, John, is that you did not tell the truth. Susan, just before you leave, and I can understand you wanting to get out of here, I am just curious as what you want to say to that's Susan's turn.
I'm done. I'm done. So done with you.
It's been almost a decade since this love triangle went wrong. And today, Susan is back with an update. Hey, Susan, it's been a long time.
Hi, Steve.
Since that show, anybody else going any more comas since then?
No more comas, no more wrecks.
So,
We're good.
after the show, did John fess up to making up the whole poisoning story?
No, not that I remember. He never did say anything about, yeah, he did it.
Yeah. After the show, did you stay with them?
Well, I did for a short while. We were living with roommates at the time. It was a very long train ride home. We argued all the way, I think, but...
Yeah, because when you were on stage walking off, you said you're done.
Yeah, well, I sure wanted to be. It didn't end up quite that way.
Can you relate to this story? Need my help? Call 1-888-STEVE-07.
One night we got into a big argument and things just kept escalating, and at one point I felt something hard against my head. It was pitch black. I couldn't see what it was. And so I thought, I don't want to go out this way. So I found something heavy and hit him with it and said something about calling the police, and so he took off. There were charges pressed, and I haven't seen him since.
He went to jail because of this, right?
Oh, yeah. He was in jail for several months.
Have you seen Sandra at all since the show?
Well, I have. A few months after that happened with John, I ended up moving back to my hometown, which is also where Sandra lives. And we had a mutual place where we used to go out and have some drinks. And I would see her in there a few times, and we would get together and tell different people about our story. And actually, her and I became friends.
You and Sandra became friends.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Sandra's going to join us right now.
Hi.
You had no idea that he was seeing both of you ladies.
No, not at all. No.
Did you ever, when you got back home, did you continue to see John?
No, I haven't seen him. No contact, no nothing.
Ever since when the show was over, that was it, huh?
That was that.
Yeah.
That was it.
And so I got to ask this question. Now that John's out of both your lives, how is dating life for you women?
Dating life for me is okay, but I have been in another relationship with a guy that I had to put a restraining order on, and he'll come up to me and I tell him, keep your 100 feet, stay away from me.
Is he there right now?
Also. No, he's not.
Okay.
No.
If he's not there, if he's there, blink your eyes 3 times real fast.
No.
Okay. And what about you, Susan? How's dating life for you?
Well, I've tried to be very, very cautious. Let's put it that way.
Wow. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have someone very special right now, but I'm trying to take things very slow. It's more kind of a work in progress right now.
Well, there you go. I mean, sounds a lot better than... Is there anything I could do for you, Sandra?
No. Just thankful that I'm not poisoning nobody. I haven't been poisoning nobody lately.
Yeah. Well, it was very nice seeing you ladies after all this time. And I hope you'll stay in touch. We'd like to keep in touch with you. Take care.
I feel as though Shayla's cheating on me. She cheated on me in the past. And like she had guys come to my house. I'm at work. Like our trust issues is very messed up. It's very messed up. She don't trust me, I don't trust her. I feel as though Shayla's poisoning my food because last summer I lost so much weight and then I stopped eating her food and then it seemed like everything started coming back together. I start feeling better, I start thinking better, and I start gaining my weight back. And I looked very terrible, and I'm like, wow, why would she do something like that? I'm hoping she didn't, but I'm here to find out.
Shayla, that's your boyfriend on the tape. He thinks that you're cheating and poisoning him.
Steve, I don't know why he would think I'm trying to poison him. I love him. To me, I think he's just paranoid. As far as the cheating, I can understand, like, because I cheated in the past, but I'm not cheating on him anymore. 2 months into our relationship, I believe I started to see certain things in his phone, and I saw a text message between him and a particular woman that had sexual, things in the message were just sexual, and he didn't deny it. And when I asked him about it and confronted it, he said that it was his friend that was using his phone to text someone else. So then maybe a couple of weeks after that, I ended up having literally a one-time thing with my ex.
He thinks that you're cheating on him now. Why is that?
Honestly, I don't know. He says because I bring guys to the house, but I never
Do
bought...
you bring guys to the house?
No, I don't. I've never brought any man to my house.
He also thinks you might have cheated with a woman.
There's a particular person in particular, he says our friendship is too close, but we're friends. Like, that's what we are, that's it. I'm not sleeping with her. He thinks if I'm not sleeping with her, then she's covering up for me sleeping with someone else.
And he thinks that you've been trying to poison him.
Steve, I don't know where he would get that from, and it tears me up inside because I love this man. And not only do I cook for him and myself, but I cook for our children.
So Chase said John's cheating on you?
It could be, I think so.
And that's why he's acting crazy?
I think so. I think he's just being paranoid because I feel I've cheated in the past, and maybe he has done thinking that I'm doing it, and he's a great father to my children. And before I got with him, I was a loose cannon. I'm not saying I was out here sleeping with a lot of people, but I didn't have any care in the world. He grounded me, he leveled me, showed me how to be a better woman and a better mother. And I appreciate that, and I love him for it.
What if John fails for cheating on you?
I will be hurt extremely, only because when I asked you about it, you made me feel like I was crazy.
No.
And I don't appreciate that.
Would you stay with him?
No.
It'd be over.
Yes, because you made me feel like I was crazy, like going crazy.
You come back here. Like, you brought me to the show, come back here, B. I'm back here. Ask me the questions you need to ask me back here. Like, I ain't going for that. Like, come on, man. Acting all innocent.
Why would you come up here and not come outside like that?
Man, 'cause I choose to, man. Like, it's I listen to everything you say. Like, come on, man.
How could you come all the way up here and not want to come on stage? So if that was the case, we shouldn't have come. You want the truth, right? You want peace.
I want peace.
So we're here, let's go, let's get it.
I lost weight, got too skinny. Then I'm like, wow, like, and then it's like, when I leave out the house, I feel good. I feel better. When I stopped eating her food, I started feeling better. Like, it's like.
But you still picking the pot sometimes. So how, if you're not gonna eat my food, you think I'm poisoning you, why would you even pick in anything?
I'm there because, like, you feel me, my son and daughter, it's hard to walk away from them, too.
So you're only with me because of them?
No, can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak? Like, my son and daughter, like, I walked away from all my problems in life. Like that's the only reason I came to the show. Like, all right, boom, I'm gonna find out the truth. Like, we
But if she's poisoning you, you would say that she's trying to kill you, right?
Right.
Yeah, doing things to hurt me, harm me, some type of way. How you gonna lose 40 pounds in half a month? I come home from work one day, it's people in front of my house chilling. Like, I'm chilling, like, come on, like, for me, that ain't a good look. Then, like, you feel me, you got people coming to my house, you asking for a favor, then how they get you ain't even give them my address, but how they know where we live at?
We live in a small city.
Okay.
We live in a small city.
All right, small city, tell it all.
You think she's having sex with another woman?
It could be possible.
If you really thought she was poisoning you, if you really thought she was sleeping with other people, would you continue to sleep with her?
I know that's crazy, but, like, feel me, Steve, I've been working on my family, trying to make things, like, make things easier at my household,
Are you happy with her?
Yes, Steve, I'm happy with her. We cool, but everything is good. Like,
you'd like to stay with her for the rest of your life?
Like, if everything come back good, yes, Steve.
All right, Shayla came here, took a lie detector test. Besides the one male he knows about since in a relationship with John, have you had any other sexual physical contact with other males? She answered no. Besides the one male he knows about since in a relationship with John, have you had sexual intercourse with other males? She answered no. Since in a relationship with John, have you had any sexual physical contact with any females? She answered no. Since in a relationship with John, have you had sexual intercourse with any females? She answered no. Have you ever poisoned John through food or drink? She answered no. The results came back the same to each of those 5 questions. and they came back that Shayla told the truth.
I told you! I told you this whole time! Wookie, I told you! You understand what you put me through? What I had to deal with?
Yes.
See, you know, your reaction is not normal. You've been accusing her of poisoning you and sleeping around. But the poisoning, if you really believe somebody's poisoning, she just passed and you're like, let's get to my results. I don't think that's...
It's not genuine. It's like it doesn't matter to him.
Like he knew that you weren't poisoning him. All right, John came here and took a lie detector test. We asked him, since being in a relationship with Shayla, have you had any sexual contact with any other woman? He answered no. He did not tell the truth. Since being in a relationship with Shayla, have you had sexual intercourse with any other women? He answered no. He told the truth.
Sexual contact with who? With who? Was I right or was I wrong?
You was right, Shay.
When? When?
Like a month ago, Shay.
A month ago?
Like a month. Shay, we was going through, like, like, you feel me? I'm thinking, like, you...
So you do this to me?
Like...
So you out here kissing on bitches?
But Shay, I never had sex with nobody else.
Does it matter?
Yeah, Shay, because I felt as though, like, I'm
That's
stuck at
cheating!
I'm like, I'm about to start doing me.
Cool. Now, since you feel like you feel like that, and I just passed test, now what?
Okay, now we know you're not cheating. You're not poisoning them. Can both of you finally move past this insecurity, this, oh, you did this 3 years ago, and try to build on it? Now
when
that
I
everything's
cheated on
open.
you, I told you. Like, if you felt like it was in you to get back at me to do something, do it. Then, why would you wait 3 years in after we built a home?
Can you move forward or no?
Honestly, Steve, at this particular moment right now, I don't know. I'm livid. I'm hurt because you really had me feeling like I was crazy. Like, you really had me feeling like I was crazy, insecure. And it wasn't me.
So it's not something that you would even be able to make a decision.
Steve,
right
I
now.
want to be with this man. I really do. Like, I want him to be in my household. I want him to help me raise my children. Like, I do. But, like, now, my trust for him is even more screwed up. Because you lied to me. And you talking about I'm a thorough man. I don't lie. I keep it all the way real, all thou, da, da, da. You didn't. You lied to me.
Maybe you do need to take some time before you make any decision whether you want to move forward. Because I agree with you. I don't see a lot of, I'm sorry. I don't see a lot of, I really want to move forward. I really want to make this work. I'm not hearing that.
Nah, Steve, she already know what it is. I told her, like, if he's passed this test, I'm gonna marry her.
I passed this test. What about you?
Why don't you ask her right now? Huh? Why don't you ask her, say, marry me?
Steve, come on, I'm not.
Well, you said you would marry her.
Right now, Steve?
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly.
I'm not saying to get down on your knees and make a proposal.
But you don't, though.
Shay, you
because
know-
look how what you acted. Like, for real, like, this is like at home. Like, I'm not even coming any different than what I'll be coming like at home.
Nah, you right, though. You right. You dead serious. Like, and this is how I act at home, too.
I think you're definitely not going to make a decision right now, but you got to stick to your guns and demand what you want.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.
So when he's passed out, you're not running out?
No, I don't. We live in his hometown now. I don't know my way around that all that much.
It don't take long. GPS, you got Google, man. Come on, man. You got Google, man. She know how to get around. She telling y'all that. Y'all can believe that. No, it's
Is
Google.
this an actual? She seems like she
Man,
really
if
loves
you get the phone and look it up, Google, she got everything. She Google for Texas. She can move around when she
No,
get
but
ready.
what I'm saying is,
Wrong with
she's
that one.
here, and she seems very sincere
Yeah,
of her love for you.
I got love for you, for her too, but come on, man. Dad, I'm getting tired of that. I don't like to walk around the eggshells of my own house. I don't like
But
to
his
baby
own
sleep and
family
don't think I'm
even
gonna wake
told
up.
him that I'm not doing
Come
it.
on, man.
What's that?
His
Come
own
on, man. I
family
got to
told him
work,
that
man.
he's
I got
crazy,
time
that
for
I'm
that.
not doing that.
Oh, his
okay.
whole family said that he's crazy.
Yeah.
And
like,
they
they
thinking the
take
same
my
thing.
side because they know I'm not doing it.
You're
Believe
not
that.
poisoning him.
No.
All right. And you
believe
never
that.
would.
Yes, she
No.
would, man.
When's the next
She's
time?
doing it. Yes, she is, man. She's
When's the
doing
next time you're making pork chops?
I don't know.
You don't know. I am hungry for some pork chops.
Say, man, hey.
Obviously. Okay, listen.
You haven't made them in a long time.
That's crazy.
So cheating. So read the poisoning first, and then the cheating.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Just like here we go. Let's roll.
Tiffany, first we gave you a lie detector test about the poisoning, and we asked you, have you ever added anything to Christopher's food or drink to make him ill? You answered no. Did you ever put any substance into Christopher's food or drink that would have knowingly had a bad effect on him? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Tiffany told the truth.
Told you.
Them the only 2 questions they asked?
No, we asked her a lot more.
Okay, well, let's do the rest of them.
But
I'm good with that. I'm cool with that.
But she's not poisoning you.
Okay, we cool with that. I'm sorry. You know, I'm gonna give her everything at the end of it.
So you wasted a nice pork chop.
No, I did not.
Okay, then we gave Tiffany a lie detector test about the cheating, and we asked her, besides one male since in a relationship with Christopher, have you had sexual physical contact with any other males? And she answered no. Besides one male since in a relationship with Christopher, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males? She answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Tiffany did not tell the truth.
There we go. Now, what I supposed to do? Get mad now. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to get mad. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm going to just take my cool, though, on that situation. Okay. But I'm cool about the pork chop thing, because at least I'm not going to die.
Right.
At least I won't die. But on that, I'm not mad about that. So I'm going to let that ride.
Okay. So, see, obviously had some...
Now I'm going to let that ride. Go ahead.
He obviously had some fear that you were doing something. He was wrong about the poisoning, but he was right about the cheating.
I'm not cheating. It was just that one male.
No.
Thank you. Them things don't lie, man. Come on, yeah. I'm not no idiot.
Well, that and the fact that you passed the poisoning, so you can't say, well, that one's right, this one's wrong. Okay? Can't have it both ways.
Well, I'm not cheating. It was just that one male, that one time. That was it.
Oh, I don't want to cheat because I know we married. We wasn't married. I do what I want to do. But I don't like doing that because, like I said, I only give an eye for an eye, and I try to give respect, you know what I'm saying, on the marriage thing.
But how about the fact that if she fails for cheating on you, and you had the thought that she was cheating on you, she won't admit it, how can you continue?
I just said I couldn't. I said about the pork chop, I'm cool about it. You know, at least I know I'm still alive. But that I can't do. I got the credit.
So what do you want to say to your wife?
That I can't do it. That I'm upset and I got the role. That's it. It's nothing I can do. What? I mean, damn, what they gonna do? What they gonna say? Well, look at them. I got the role, but I still love her. I mean, but hey.
Talk to her.
That's what I got to do.
It's your choice.
And I'm sorry. We did it. Okay. All right. Well, there's nothing else I can say, Steve. What you want me to do? Get down and give her a ring?
No.
Yeah.
Now is the time to be really honest and maybe
say
try to save your marriage.
Tell me something, because you just standing there ain't saying nothing. That ain't making it worse.
Time with that one male, and that was it.
Well, then you really don't want to save your marriage, son.
I do want to save my marriage.
Well, then you got to give more than that, because that ain't going to cut it.
It was just that one time. I swear on everything I love, it was just a one time.
Well, I don't believe her, and you don't believe her, right?
No, I don't believe her. I never did. Well, I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe her. If I believed, I wouldn't be here.
Listen, there's a reason why he thought that you kept cheating. He's not making it up.
Now, I might have over-exaggerated on the porch, but I don't think so. I really don't. But, hey, what your test say, that's what I'm going to roll with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is.
All right, last chance.
There's nothing else I got to say. I mean, it was just that one time that was
How about he says that your marriage is over?
If it's over, and then I'll just go back home, pack up, and go.
Good luck to you. Click here to watch more Wilkos. Click here to subscribe and get a front row seat for all the action. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help.